All right, let's turn this down a little bit. There we go. There we go. More appropriate for the stream. Welcome in, everybody. It's Sunday. Sunday. Monster trucks and Star Trek. How's everybody doing? We are right here at the tail very end of the arc. So if you have not already, you better get all that event store currency spent. I'm not sure how much you have accumulated so far. I am currently at 670,000-ish. That's where I'm at. You can see it kind of on the top corner of my screen right there. Bam, I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit. There we go. I had to adjust the screen so y'all can see it a little bit better, but I'm at 670. I will end up with over 700,000-ish if I can continue to dominate on the most important event of all time. Why am I doing this to myself? I'm going after this LB. Why am I doing this? I don't have any reason. Like, there's no logic. Rev's brain broke. But yeah. Honestly, here's the reason why. I've been needing to upgrade a lot of research. And when I say I've been needing to upgrade a lot of research, I mean I've had a lot of research just sitting on the back burner. And I want to actually win an event. So, I forgot that I didn't collect my ALB today. So because I wanted to win an SLB, I figured why not I go ahead and just do this one, because as many of you have probably looked around, low participation generally in this month's leaderboard. So I've taken the opportunity to put myself in the running, if you will, which means I'm going to get event store currency, 30,000, decent amount. I'll probably end up throwing it to Syndicate XP. Now I'm at 687, thanks to that little win we just had. And I'll dump more into the event store with it. I've still got to do my Clear the Coast because, yay, Clear the Coast are basically becoming worms again. Feels like, anyway. Then we'll go through and do our Anomalous Phenomenon Day, our Threat from Beyond, and then I got to turn my tickets on. So yeah, Jonas, if you can imagine, Jonas said, in for those who didn't read it, Jonas said, loved filling out a survey to get things added and nothing changed. If you can imagine, when I do my grading for tomorrow's video, which will cover communication stability, can you guess what grade I'm going to give communication? Yeah. Can anybody guess what I'm going to do? Yeah. Worst event store in about a year. But see, Nathan, I can't agree with that. To me, that's sensationalism. That's silly. Because what's actually in the event store, there's several very, very good items. It's not the event store got sucky. That's not factually accurate. But there are several things that we wanted missing. And when they ask you, hey, what do you want? And then they don't give it to you, that sucks. But the event store is not an F. It's nowhere close to an F. And it's pretty silly to say that. But I understand that the frustrations, let's target it where it needs to go, which is at Scopely for being butts, and literally coming to players, not just through me, but through moderators, through other content creators saying, hey, what would y'all like to the event store? And the only thing they did with that information was packs. So my communication grade is going to be a fail. And then we'll go over the events. The officers are nothing to really get super excited about. I will say that I do like Worf as a hull breach officer. I really do. I have nothing against the Worfer. I mean, he's not, again, none of these with their officer's ability are super amazing. But as a hull breach officer, I like him. He's of the three, I like Picard, Worf the most out of Picard, Riker, Picard, Worf. But yeah, it's I didn't win his leaderboard, sadly. Too many people were participating in that one. I am going to hopefully end up with Riker here. We'll see if there's a late day push from our server 20 people. But I am 47,120 for Picard, Worf, 45,120 on Riker, which hopefully I get him unlocked tomorrow. And that means I can do a video this week about him. And then I'm 104 out of 120 on Picard. So, yeah. Wasn't communication, was a personal decision on their part to hear what they wanted rather than what they were told. That's still communication, Barnabas, because then they didn't even talk about it afterwards. Like, they didn't communicate. It's communication, Barnabas. Did you get rated? No, I've been blowing through leaderboards. I mean, you can't ask did I get rated when I'm sitting on 2.3 trillion parts still. Not to get rated. I've just been spinning a butt ton of stuff. So yeah, I've been researching out the wazoo. But if you can't tell, like the research has made an impact. I mean, look at my pylum. My pylum is now, I gotta adjust the green screen. Oh my goodness. My pylum is now 24.6 in the dock. I mean, it's not, I didn't tier it up. That is all, well, that's mostly all just due to various 4-star researches I've gone and done that I've been sitting on for, I don't want to say I've been sitting on them for like months, but honestly, I've been sitting on them for like months. All right, let me adjust the green screen so my shoulder comes back into view. There we go. There we go. Now you can see my shoulder and it doesn't look weird. So, did you upgrade tier 4 ships during the spin SLB? I don't have any tier 4 ships. Are you talking about G4 ships? I mean, I did invest a little bit into the pylum. So if I hit my upgrade here, I did a couple of the weapons, but I don't have the ship parts. I'm actually scrapping another Saladin right now to try to make up for the ship parts. And I did do a couple of parts on the pylum, but mostly what it was research. I mean, I took this opportunity for a leaderboard, and this is what I think a lot of people tend to do. They try to, hey, we're going to dump all this at one time. And I finally just got tired of waiting, and I wasn't going to wait another month for leaderboards. Maybe I'll regret it, maybe I won't. But like, for example, I got hull density up to 6 out of 10. That's a pretty big jump for where I was at, which means I had to go through all of these in the combat tree to do. Very expensive in terms of dilithium, but has translated into all my ships being stronger, and I'm, second place in the leaderboard right now. So obviously blew through a lot of tritanium and blew through a lot of dilithium, but yeah, if the store has one good option, the rest is just so-so. It's a good time to pick up other things. I mean, my opinion on the store is what it kind of was before. I think that, you have a few things that are super important, and then everything else is just kind of meh. There are a couple things that I'm personally debating on. For example, do I go ahead and go after the pylum cloak? I don't really care for the pylum cloak. Where is it? There it is. And it's whatever. In terms of cost, I can afford it. So there is something to be said for that. I mean, I'll still have hundreds of thousands left over because I need to do what? 56,000 times 8 would be 400 something. What about 450? So I'd still have over 200,000 left. And yeah, stream not working? It's working on my end. All right, I'm just reading chat. I'm saying my stream's working on my end. But anyway, pylum cloak is something I'm cut out. That's weird. I wonder if YouTube's having problems. That's weird. But anyway, this one is something I'm debating just because my server's in constant war, which would allow me to, cloak and make sure my armadas don't get bloated up. Then I've already got Hue, but taking Hue to another tier is definitely a good idea. Making Hue better is not a bad option at all, which I could look at trying to do. My Hue is only, I need 117 Hue shards to do that though. It's a little pricey, but I could do it. It would take all my currency that I'm going to earn between the leaderboard and everything to do that. So I have options. It's just not as exciting as it's been because not as many exciting options in the store, but there's still really good options. I mean, for example, Syndicate XP is a fantastic option. Everybody talks about that. If you want to get, what? I think for me, I can get like 75,000 Syndicate XP. More is better, right? We all want more. So there's not bad options. Not like there's nothing in there. It's just, it wasn't like last time where there was a lot of new exciting options. They're just good options. And I guess it's a little bit of a disappointment comparing it to this last run, but there's still some really good choices in there. YouTube's acting up. Yay, YouTube. Yes, Ming, I've seen season 3 of Picard. No, we're not going to talk about it. debating on the Stellar refit. The Stellar refit's a good one. You know, I mean, the drawback to the Stellar refit, and I don't think a lot of people know this, is if you get the assimilated Stellar refit, you can't take advantage of the 5-star turn-in until you're in the 50 plus, which is still good. You're simply investing in your future. But I do think that maybe people expected to be able to maybe do it immediately, which is not the case. But that doesn't mean it's bad. Again, this is just kind of, it's all a relative thing. It's all a relative opinion and all, but we got to do all these. Oh, I got to do more Bajoran today. Always something to do. There's always something to do. But yeah, it's, that's a good option. Maybe not on the top of my list, but it's a good one. Investing in future is far enough away that I can naturally get through Apex. Well, my question to you, Forbes, is, I don't know what level you are. Can you naturally get it through Apex? Like, can you actually do that? The reason I ask, can you actually get it through Apex, is you have to win that leaderboard 6 times to get it, or the free-to-play path is over a year. And if you're level 42, that is a long freaking time. Unless you are a winner of that leaderboard, then you won't have to worry about it. So they cut the length of grinds but added more. No, they didn't, Eric. They did. I'm okay with the event store. Got Hugh, then got another Meridian and finished off some refits. Then there's terrible choices in the store. It's a great time for those you can't source other ways. Here you go. Eric, it might feel like it, but that's your choice. There's nothing in this game that was added that is a mandatory grind. Anything that you feel like is more grind is choices that you're making to make more grind, which is fine. Just remember that I haven't added anything that you have to do every single day. It's stuff that we're choosing. It's like the Apex on Thursdays is an optional Thursday thing. You don't have to go do it. It's just people had it monthly. It needed an update. It's now been made a weekly thing, mostly based on player recommendations. And you can choose to invest in that or not, right? YouTube cutting in and out again. I have no idea what's causing YouTube to act like that. It's fine on my end. No idea why YouTube's going up and down for y'all. It sucks. I see it now. It's like, it says I've only been streaming 47 seconds now. So I don't know, Eric. It must be a problem with YouTube right now. Let me see. Let's see if they're having outages right now. Looks like right now there are a lot of reports of outages. It's a problem with their live streaming software. Didn't realize that. Or didn't know that. Yep, all right. 50% of the problems reported in the past 24 hours are video streaming problems. So that might be what it is. That might be what it is, y'all. I'm sorry. I have no control over those. Anyway, I can get back in here because I'm pulling my parts, and I need to come in here and do these pulls. Do a triple pull of this one. This has been a really nice, especially since I've decided to start triple pulling this, but a nice way to start giving me more of the uncommons I'm blowing through. Why does that happen when the icon looks like it's trying to display 2 different icons, like the image of one? Darren, that's just a bug. Easy way, it's a bug. It's a display error. I'm too epic. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, it sucks if it's booting people because obviously it's tough for people to get the information they need. But if YouTube's having problems, there's nothing I can do on my end to rectify that. We just got to hope that it clears up as we're going through and talking about everything and getting ready. Still have the videos up tomorrow. Just Scopely? Yeah, I mean, that's the best way to put it. I mean, there's reasons for why things happen, but at the end of the day, Scopely. It's much easier to just say that. He said with a smile on his face. Were you talking about the scope that isn't what you talk about? No idea what you're talking about, Crush. I honestly have no clue what you're referring. It's almost like people want me to just say things that are outlandish and crazy and rile everybody up, and that's not what I'm doing. Let's see, what comments do y'all have for those who actually can see the YouTube? Curious what y'all are thinking. Just got redirected to another video and can come back. Well, I'm glad you're back, Nick. I'm glad you're back. Well, let me do this pull real quick. See if we go with this triple pull. I'm actually going to double pull it. Yeah, I'll still take my gas. I don't want to triple pull that. Did it do it again, y'all? Absolutely should. I absolutely should not. There's literally no benefit to me to do that, Forbes. None at all. So, too many Fed officers now. I can't keep up with the credits. There are ways to get faction credits in the game. There's a lot of ways to get faction credits. You just need a lot of them. But kicking different videos every 3 or 4 minutes, I might not be able to keep up the streams if that's going on. That's going on. Might not be able to keep up the streams today. Independent credits are really the logjam? Yes. Hook Rev, check my PayPal. Well, thank you, Matthew. I will do that right now. I would appreciate that. Oh, wow. Matt, let me read this comment. Started the game right before TNG was added. Now I have enough materials to build my pylon during the next build event. Thanks for the advice you've given so far and will continue to give, because without you, it wouldn't be happening, nor would it be as fun. Well, Luke, huge thank you, Matt, to support the channel. I really do appreciate that. YouTube's kicking me like I don't want to seem unappreciative, but the way that it's kicking out right now, I don't think we're going to be able to continue, and I might just have to do a stream on Twitch tonight to make up for it with y'all, because with it doing like this, I can't really give y'all the information that y'all want to get. We suggest spending credits for Borg tier 2 to 3, Galinar 3 to 5, or Beverly 1 to 4. I would go Hewed up to tier 3. Hewed to tier 3 would be my preference. Hitting Hewed to tier 3 would be my preference. Y'all let me know the next time it cuts out. If it cuts out again, I'll probably just go ahead and wrap up the stream. I don't want to wrap up the stream, obviously, but if there's problems, yeah. John, if you wouldn't mind, hit me up on Discord. I have several questions to ask. I have many questions. John, hit me up on Discord, please. I'd appreciate it. Y'all let me know if it kicks you out again. And if it does, we'll just wrap up for the day. Yeah, anyway, back to what we're going through, like all the different things. Let me do this real quick. Group. Oh, Riker's on an away team. Dang it. I'll worry about it later. We got that another Armada event for those that didn't see it. Another Armada event is up. So, yay. Who doesn't love more Armada events? Get out there and jump on in. Let's see what my pylon is out the dock. 24.2 million out the dock is the biggest my boat's ever been. So I've never had a pylon be that large. That's why I decided, you know what, I'm going to stop waiting. I'm going to jump into this leaderboard because of results like that. That's the biggest my pylon's ever been, easily. And I didn't really do anything to do the, upgrade it parts wise. That was all research. Is the Border's Cloak a good idea? Honestly, Edward, for me, I don't find a ton of usage in cloaking, because it's so limited to how you can only use it a couple times a day. I'm not saying it's worthless, but I don't have a lot of personal, use for cloaking. So it's up to you. If you're going to use it to justify the cost, then yes, get it. If you're not really going to use it, then it's not worth your time. But if you're going to use it multiple times a week or even every day, then the cloak is worth it. If you're at war and you want to make sure that you're not getting hit on your Armada, stuff like that, then yeah, it's definitely worth it. But beyond that, if you're not really going to use it, it's not worth the high cost of like event store currency to get it. I have Kelvin Katinga. Should I get Newton or just save Fed credits for the Enterprise A? I mean, Zap, if you have to choose between which two ships to get, I would say get the Newton over the Enterprise A. Just because of the ridiculous cost and the fact that, blow this candle out. Just the fact that not only does it cost a ton of faction credits, but the 53s are far superior to the 50s. If you get a 50, which is fine, maybe not invest a ton into it. So if you get a 50, that's completely okay. Just maybe not invest a ton into it, because just overall, you don't get a high level of value out of a 50, especially if you invest heavy in it. You get the Borg's Cloak for faction credits. You can, unless you're making the D4 your first G3 epic. And meme, just to be real, I don't know if I like getting the D4 anymore. The D4 is probably now outdated because of the Defiant and the Talios. Like, those have become the primary interceptors you're going to focus on in the 30s, and you don't really need a D4 anymore. It's not going to last as long, and it's going to suck up, you know, uncommons and everything that you're going to need. And granted, you don't need near as many uncommons for like a baby Defiant in the 30s and Talios and stuff, but still, you even need that anymore? I don't think you do. And I still love the D4, but it's just become the most skippable of the three because of the other stuff. Should be getting Newton on February 8th and a Pylum on the 25th of October. Wow. Based on faction credit requirements. Admiral Pegasus, is that counting faction hunts that come around, away teams? Because that seems like a long time. Because my away teams pay out a pretty decent amount, but is that using the chart that Anicius built? Is that using the chart that Anicius built? Because that is the best way to track, you know, at least definitely has been, best way to track what you're getting. So, thank you forever. Get the BPs for the Defiant. I have 6 after a month and a half unlocking the Bajorn store. So, Defiant acquisition is definitely slow, which is one of the things, like if you see it in an event store, definitely go after it. Specialty ships are a big thing. If you don't have specialty ships, those are a primary thing to focus on if you are just looking for things to get in the event store. So, hey, Hellbot, pull at least 70,000 faction credits a month now. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, I mean, the biggest one for me is still away teams. And I've been doing more scouts. Scouts help a lot if you take the time to go do them. Scouts are fantastic. So, if I finish BP and overflow, is there a point to doing today's BP event? There is not. Yeah, there's no bonus points past the overflow. The overflow is the bonus points. Okay, you're only expected to finish the battle pass. The overflow is for the, you know, the Deuce's Donuts, the hardcores. And if you've completed both of those, then there's even, you know, there's no incentive to really do anything else. So, Michael Burnham, and then who is this one? Uncompromised. Oh yeah, Changeling Kira. I knew it was somebody. I couldn't remember who exactly it was. There we go. 76% chance on this one. 76% chance. Now, Andrew, I don't know why you're telling people to skip Borg solos, but I would never recommend skipping Borg solos. I'm not chasing scouts, Borg refineries. I can't get enough. Charge nanos with solo and indie credits. Honestly, if I had to tell you what to hold off on, probably indie credits. Truthfully. Just because there's multiple ways to get indie credits. And if you're doing the other ways to get indie credits, hold off on those now. Get your Talios leveled up. And Borg solos. Honestly, the biggest reason I like Borg solos is because of the officer sourcing. And I want to make, if you've already got plenty of those officers, then I guess you can not worry about it. But I don't do Borg solos very often. I do kind of have like a split pattern here of where I'm devoting a lot of my charge. But I still have enough Borg solos to do at least a couple a week. So, you got your Talios to tier 5. See, I'm a little bit slower than you. And I'm also trying to do the same thing, get my Talios to tier 5. Similar to how I was trying to do that with, I want to take advantage of this. So I'm going to skip how I was doing with the Mantis. Now, my Mantis, I've stopped at tier 5. But, all right, got a critical. Yay. But you paid for the Nano Refined Prime, only pack I've bought besides the Battle Pass over the past year. I mean, value's there, right? Value's there. And see, health. I don't want to miss this one, so I got to do it again. My Mantis tier 6 and stop there. Mine's tier 5. I might go tier 6. I don't really have a big incentive to go tier 6 right now. And that's just honestly because nothing this month has really reinforced the need for the Mantis for me. I just use the Mantis to farm Syndicate XP and to source Strange New World officers. That's all I really do with Syndicate. Tactical XP or independent credits, which is better to put remaining coins in? What is the return rate? I have to go look at the return rate on independent credits. Independent credits is never a bad option, but the return rate on independent credits is usually not very good. Let's do a quick calculation. So it's 18,800 for 500. Let me just see what I could do now. If I did everything into this, I could pull 36 times. So 36 times 500 is 18,000. It's not a great return, but honestly, anything more that you can get is good. I'd probably rather dump it into Syndicate XP, personally. But there's value in independent credits if you need independent credits. I'm almost done with my Franklin Discovery and Vidar. Got my Saladin working on getting the Enterprise. Nice, Malachi. You're moving on up, man. You're making some steady progress there. Some very steady progress. Over there. Lots of boom boom in Armada time right now. Mantis has gotten me to Syndicate 18 in a rush. Holy moly. Yeah, it does slow down a little bit after a while, but that's my main reason for doing the Mantis, is this pull right here, which I'll do tonight. And I need to actually go grind some more today so I can do a little bit more catch up, because again, I am kind of slowly upgrading the Mantis, very, very slowly. And then I'm going through all these others. You can see, do my double pull here. I got to go farm that today. Epic solos, I'm still doing these. Let's see if I get Hugh on a double pull today. Hey, I got 4 Hugh shards. Hey, that's actually pretty daggum good. I usually don't get these at all. So 4 Hugh shards on my double pull. I'll take that. That's a win. 4 Hugh shards on my double pull is a win. Yay. That's actually pretty good. Like, I've gone multiple times and not getting any Hugh shards lately, so I'll take that. That's a huge win. Any credit exchange rate is exchanged from several years ago is way outdated. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that are way outdated, right? All right, I'm not even in a participant in that one, so I'll just start this one. Yeah, I mean, independent credits need to be updated, just like if you haven't looked at the Alliance store. That was a way to get Ultra tokens for your officer pulls. That hasn't been updated since the game came out, and you'll spend, what, 4,000 Alliance credits to get a single pull of officers. That's absolutely trash. But that's just horrible value, right? But until they decide to update those things, and they are going through a process where they're doing a lot of updating. You've seen the Apex. I've told y'all that they're also working on updating things like Swarm Sunday, Crucible of War. These are all getting looked at, and maybe those aspects can also get looked at. The actual scaling of rewards and payouts, it would be nice if those started getting updated. So you still do it because you don't need the shields or reloads? I will do it. It's just I hate the return rate's terrible. It's right here. So I've only got 2,500 right now. I pulled it, I think, last week. But you do that to get 1 pull, and it's a pretty awful exchange rate. But yeah. Is it worth it maxing 6 of 11? Yes. Definitely worth maxing 6 of 11. You know, still arguably the most important Armada officer in the game. 6 of 11 and Miles are both right up there as like tipping the top. Extremely, extremely good. So many things going on. So many events I'm finishing all at once. I love the overlap here. I love it when they have days where things overlap. Flip the switch to go level 36. Now I have 25 days to finish a couple docks, 3 guns, 10 researches, and tier up my D4 and Gladius. I'm excited for you, Junior. That's a lot of crystal. That's a lot of crystal you just rattled off. It's I hope you don't. What are you doing with your G3 miners? You're gonna need those too. That's a lot of crystal. I need more crystal. Let's see. I need another 29. There we go. What stats you need? Hit level 41 rare Borg or Gemma Darda. Stats don't matter. I keep telling you that, Lee. Well, not you specifically, but everybody. Battle strength means nothing in this game. It's all about officers and research. Your battle strength doesn't matter. It's loading out for criticals, loading out for mitigation, and then for the Borg, it's for doing getting that research, and then for the Dominion, it's just honestly what officers you're running. And if you're running a standard set of 3 different Armada loadouts, mostly focused on critical building, you're good. I mean, I see people beating the baby Dominions with Mayflowers and Gladiuses and Burrells. So it's not about having a 6 million power Enterprise. It's about simply having the research and then the proper crewing to overcome those. And that's the tricky thing, because so many people want the easy answer. And this isn't like me coming at you, Lee. It's just, this is something I run into a lot. People want to know, okay, what power do I need to be an Armada? And I'm just like, stop trying to gauge it by power, because you can have the right power and then get swept because you ran the wrong crew sets or you haven't invested in any Armada research. What matters more than anything is running the proper crew layouts. The 5-6 cons, the Cisco Miles. Well, Cisco Miles 6 is probably the biggest one for high levels for normal Armada running now, but Cisco Miles Lorca, so you have Hull Breach with 2 critical builds, and having Bashir on your 3rd ship, and maybe that one's, Beverly Geordi or, Riker Bev. Just several different types of loadouts that you can choose from to be the most effective you can be. But if you're going out there and you're running like Kirk Spock Khan, like these outdated Armada crews that nobody really uses anymore, you might end up dying and you're gonna be really frustrated about your dying. Is Cisco better than Dax? It's not even close, Tenchi. Dax is not really useful. She can be used and she can be effective, but compared to a lot of the other officers, a lot of people don't even bring her. Yeah, I mean, Cisco is just worlds better than Dax. Honestly, Dax is, the numbers are decently high, but close to, if I had to actually give her a rating, because I think the rating system in the game is stupid. Like, a lot of epics are not actually epic. Dax is more of an uncommon level officer in terms of usefulness / ability. Cisco is truly an epic. He really is that level of good. Dax is more an uncommon. It's not necessarily that great. So, can be useful. Yeah. Is PMC best for Eclipse? I mean, generally speaking, yeah. You don't have to use PMC. The key with Armada, not Armadas, the key with Eclipse hostiles is if you do the outlaw research, you get to a point where you can put whatever you want on a Stella and it's going to dominate against Eclipse. But that's going through the outlaw tree. How's Queen for Borg? Bashir does work on Borg Armadas, and the Queen works. Queen's good. It's just, Queen's a sourcing thing. And not a lot of people have sourced Queen, and not a lot of people are going to source Queen. So that's why we haven't really covered her too much. I'm nowhere close to Queen. Yeah, Dax leveled up as a nice below deck officer, useful for ATAs. There you go. There's nothing wrong with that, but like if I'm building the ultimate Armada cruise, Dax is not a part of my system. I can use her, but am I going to focus on her? Nah. Spock bug is one, we probably, and I'll blame myself for this. The Spock bug is not, it's not Spock. It's all officers. Well, not all, but a lot of things can do the trickle down thing. So but that's definitely more important than power for sure. Understanding how officers work in the game is critical. Pun intended. One of my struggles is getting the Defiant. I'm going to get the Titan before I get the Defiant. I mean, fair enough. Have you gone to the event store? Like if it pops up and got Defiant? Hey Shane, how you doing? Good evening. How you doing? And Dustin, good to see you as well. Welcome in, everybody. And by the way, again, a huge thank you. It looks like Twitch is stabilized. I'm sorry, YouTube stabilized. But again, Matthew, thank you for supporting my family and shooting a donation. It really means a lot to me. I appreciate that. So thank you for that. That's very, very kind of you. That's really awesome. Appreciate it. Thank you for that. I'm gonna go hit this. Rounding on Picard Beverly seems wonky at tier 1, just moving the last digit. Honestly, not sure what you're talking about, Talar, so I'll look at that later. Oh, hey, Capcom. A random stream snipe. Of all of my things to stream snipe, you hit that? Okay. All right, back over here. All right, Admiral Pegasus, you have a good evening, man. You have a good rest of your day. Let me see if I can get into one of these now since mine just wrapped up. Got all the big boys here, so even though my pylum is a pylum, in the grand scheme, I'm a baby. when people are running Sancti and North Cuts and Burrells. I mean, look, Anders Burrell is almost 1 billion. We actually already have a 1 billion ship. Theory's Enterprise D is a 1 billion, but I mean, look at this. Oof. Oof. Look at that. Just biggins. There's Tiers, Vorcha, 108. Crozier here, 178. Another Crozier, 168. I might have a Pylum, but I'm still a baby. TP's, 199. Anders Dederidex is at 920. Random Corvus laying around. So, oh, Dustin, the 5-star ships look great. I mean, I'm not rushing to get up there, but I really, really do want a lot of these boats. It just looks so good. Let me actually do a group sorting real quick because I do want to get Riker. I'm gonna actually bring my Defiant out here. And no critical, because of course not. Why would we get criticals? Who needs those? Let's do a health sort. Anybody available? Bones. Just do that. And then I'm gonna actually launch one with my Defiant. We have people here. Put Wesley on the bridge. You can take that 1 bill ship. You're right. Wesley is secretly the best officer in the game. Everybody listening, don't believe that. Oh, sorry. Cisco Miles Bashir leaning too hard into crit chance for solos. NCC, I think it's better, and my results have been better to have criticals on all 3 ships than to focus on 2 ships. That's what mine has been better at. But you could definitely, the biggest advantage to Bashir, Miles, and Cisco is that Cisco gets full synergy. That's the biggest advantage, honestly. But I personally like Bashir on a 3rd ship for criticals. And I really want him to get better sourcing. And I've really been asking for that. Because getting better sourcing for him will make him even more important on a 3rd ship. Crew setup for the 2 different solos. My crew solos are identical for both runs, TJ. Just because I don't feel like doing all the transfers, but my runs are identical. Both solos run the same crew. The only thing that changes is on the Dominion. I use the Defiant, and then when I do Borg solos, I make that the Valdor. That's the only difference. I use the same crews for both solo runs. It's close on Queen and Hugh, so unlock them, then finish the rest of the Salvage Enterprise skin I need this month. A lot of trade XP because it's a game changer. Jonathan, that's a great way to do it. And again, my biggest one that I'm probably going to look into is Syndicate XP. Because so many of y'all, I mean, I don't think I'm like behind, but so many of y'all have kind of like shamed me because I'm only 20 and y'all are up to like 25, 26. So that's on my bucket list of working on. And it's all right. We're done with Anomalous Phenomenon, so we can recall. And I need to do these pulls real quick. Yay, uncommons. I mean, I actually need rares too. At this point, I'm getting to where I need the rares as the neck. So any rares I get are celebrated. Is it a thing now that I have to name a team for Armadas rather than just running them as a free-for-all? Well, it just depends on your alliance. Mostly ours are run for free-for-all, and if you want a star, you go to the Armada leader and you just ask for one. Which sometimes you need to do because, as you can see on our, alliance, there are a lot of big players, and big players will naturally get in. So you have to ask for a star. But that depends on your alliance. Syndicate 27, Ops 39. See, like people doing that, it makes me want to go fix it. Meridian, I do that pretty well. But yeah, it's just like seeing stuff like that. Like, dang it, man, I've got to go and do that. Matt, I do appreciate you. It's okay if you're a little bit behind on stream. I really do appreciate it. It's, donations. I'm not saying this like in a negative way. You don't get a ton of donations to the content creator. So when you do, it's really special, no matter how much it is. So I'm very thankful. And what I mean is just like, you'll have thousands of people who will watch a video, and one person like you will come through and donate, and it helps out tremendously. So a huge thank you. I want to make sure you know how much I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that watches, everybody that's here, but obviously somebody sending cash, it's very helpful. Thank you. Meridian is a poo grind. I don't find the Meridian too bad, but I love doing my Meridian. But I also have an alliance that has all 3 materials. So it's not difficult for me. If you don't have all the options, then it's probably not as good for you. You don't like it as much. But I'm in and I do really push people to be in a top 5 alliance. But we've got the Anubis real quick. Or this is what I call the Anubis. Looks like the Sphinx. This is my Sphinx statue. This is the territory that we're running, the Sphinx. And I've got all 3 of my ISOs. I've only got one in terms of crystal 4-star map, but I've got all my ISOs, and that's all I care about. Looks like the Sphinx. And yeah, has a house syncing issue? I don't know, Walt. We'll find out in a few months when I have them come look at it again. But until I get $18,000-$20,000 extra to fix it, it's just gonna keep syncing, I guess. Can we get some bigger mycelium nodes? Oh my god, who mines mycelium, troll me? That's so weird to me. I'm always shocked when people tell me they mine mycelium. I'm always shocked when people tell me they mine mycelium. Like, I'd never get that. Like, really? You mine mycelium? It's wild to me. I mean, hey, if it's working for you, awesome. But like, I haven't mined mycelium since it came out. That's how long it's been since I mined mycelium. I don't buy it. No. I don't buy mycelium. I just do my anomalous phenomenon every week. Just do anomalous phenomenon. Don't have to buy it at all. So, let's see. I need to do another 1-star run. Hey, Ace. What's up, buddy? Let's see. It looks like YouTube's kicking again, y'all. I'm sorry. YouTube going to YouTube apparently today. I think that one's mine. So I doubt I'm going to get in this one, but let's go see. Hey, Ian, how you doing? Character looks like Jane Fonda working out. I don't even know who that is. So I have no idea who that is. Yeah, what ISID you can't mine, you can do. I like what Steven says. You can always OPC hunt the oxygen you need. You can always OPC hunt it. But if we go into my materials, yo, Pedro, SEK. I don't remember what SEK is, but I appreciate it. Thank you. I think, is that Swedish? What is an SEK? Yeah, Swedish krona. Thank you. Thank you. Our friends over in Sweden. Thank you so much. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you for donating to the channel. I appreciate it. If anybody wants to donate, you can do so with the donation links in the chat. Thank you. But yeah, the Talios is my OPC hunter. That's like what it's made for. What it's made for. So Mihai, the amount that they sent didn't really matter. Somebody can send me 50 cents and I appreciate it. Like if you're on Twitch, people do stuff for $1 all the time. I just appreciate people donating. It means a lot. So it's just a big thank you. I just want to make sure I had the right currency to understand where they're coming from. So Pedro, big thank you. Been good to you so far? And good, Malachi. Good to hear. Oh, did we win or did it go boom? Hey, we won. Woohoo! Yay! Is there another uncommon to launch? There's not. So almost no chance I get in this. We're going to try. Let me see. Ooh, red weirdo. See, all these biggins. Damn biggins. I'm left out because the biggins. There's so many bigs here. Look at this. There's so many bigs. All right, I'm just going to launch a rare. Yep, launch the rare. We'll do that. There's so many bigs. Stream's getting bad? Oh, that sucks. Next time y'all on Twitch, check out the stream stickers. Yeah, Ace, I'm probably doing a bonus stream tonight, but it'll be Diablo. If I do a bonus stream tonight, it's going to be Diablo. One of those tutorial videos I believe you're missing is low-level base defense. I just did a bold base defense video 2 months ago. But the best base defense is a shield. That's honestly, like, even though base defense can be fun, there is no way to just prevent somebody from wrecking your base. It just doesn't exist. If you want to prevent somebody from wrecking your base, what I encourage you to do and everybody to do, shield or share. There's a reason we got it on our merch store. This is the hat version. We've got the t-shirt version. We've got, well, that one counts. We've got the ladies crop top version. We've got the ladies t-shirt version. We've got the mug. We've got the beanie. Shield or share. That's the answer. This is the answer. Shield or share. That's what you do. That's why I've been saying that. There are a few phrases that I've done in this game for a long time. Shield or share is one of mine. OPC is one of mine. Car steel walls is one of mine. Got to shield or share. End of the day, that's what matters. Chief, oh dude, I can't wait to see the shirt. I'm so glad you got it in. I want incursions to come back. Incursions are coming back, Matt. Incursions are coming back. They are. Thank you for your entertaining, informative stream. Which level should my Talios be with Ops 49? Ops 49 is tier 8, I think. I think tier 8 is its max. Tier 7 is where I'm at 46. I think tier 8. It's either tier 8 or tier 9 where it maxes out. And, I mean, the short answer is you want the Talios to be the highest level possible for your level. You know, my Defiant is much higher than my Talios is right now. It's a little bit easier, but what's starting to slow me down on my Talios and my Defiant is the ship parts, because I've also got the Pylum. I'm going to get the Pylum to tier 6, and then it's going to be decision time on, well, do I keep going over here or do I split it up? I got to build more Saladins, honestly. I got to build more Saladins. I need a lot more Saladins. That's truly what my life is coming down to. I need more Saladins. I actually need to make this an Armada crew real quick, since we're just sitting here. Bam. Bam. And let's do Lorca. I know he's laying around here somewhere. Lorca, where you at, buddy? Lorca. Grass. Bam. All right. Bam. Bam. Confirm. And then we're going to swap this out and put it into our Valdor. And see if we can get into any of these other Armadas that are launching. Hi, Rev. Should you see Beckett proc in battle logs when she's below decks? I don't believe she proc. I don't know. As a below deck officer, I'm pretty sure she doesn't have like an active proc. So. Saladin's over D3 scrapping for Pylum. Yeah, Steven, did you not see the video I put out? Put out a video a couple months ago talking about what's the most efficient to scrap for what. If you're scrapping for ship parts, the 28s are the best in terms of efficiency. If you're scrapping for uncommons, the 26 are best. Hey, Hank, how you doing, man? Good to see you. You have a special Discord for your card game? I do, Bose. I thought you were in it. I thought you joined it. Here, like, if y'all are interested in my trading card game that I'm putting together, we've been working on it for, you know, a while now. There's the link to the Discord. I thought you were already in it, Bose. But yeah, if you're interested in the trading card game, there's the link to the Discord. So, Steven, if you want to, I don't know if somebody in the chat maybe wants to help out and go grab the video, but I did a video going over scrapping efficiency and when and where, and I even made a chart, it's in my Discord, that shows when it's most and where it's most effective to, can I not launch this? Or is it bugged? Oh, I already made an Armada, that's why I made this one. So, let's go over here. But yeah, I've got a chart and a video about it. How do you increase your commander rank for fleet commander? My Spock seems eternally stuck at 8. I suspect he's bugged. So my highest one is my Kirk, and he's currently at 13. And it's just going through, you know, these processes up here, and then also needing, oh geez, look at that, just sitting there. Also needing to upgrade all your skills, and then also the command center upgrading. And as all those climb, your rank will start climbing with it. Look at all this. Blah. Increasing nanoprobe rewards. Oh, I forgot I had that turned on. What's this one? Shots against swarm hostiles. Oh, I wish that was swarm armadas. Yeah. NCC, what level are you? The rares are from the solo armadas. Hey, Fenris, how you doing? How you doing? Spock is stuck at tier 8. All right, I haven't heard that before, but I believe y'all. Also, why are you drifting, sir? Centurion is acting really oddly. That is really weird. It's part of the Borg solos. I don't think I have one because I just pulled the epic. Yeah, but I just pulled this earlier and got rares. You watch that episode of Picard? I did, Fenris, but no, we're not talking about it on stream. But yes, I did. All right, Boss, I'll see you in there now. So thanks for joining the Discord. Appreciate you. Still using my Saladin for daily kills? I mean, that's completely okay. I mean, the dailies are probably the easiest things to do in terms of just general usage. So yeah, it's completely okay. The wall is actually epic commanders. Ah, okay. Well, then you're going to be 50 plus. So for the epics. All right, we did that. I'm actually going to launch with this. Yep, I got tons of those. Then we'll join this with that. There we go. I've not seen the last one. Yeah, no spoilers. We don't do any spoilers. We don't want to upset anybody's viewing experience with Star Trek Picard. So that's not what we're here for. I'm debating on whether I need to do this. I know a lot of y'all don't even do this anymore. But I'm debating on whether this is even worth my time and if the rewards are even worth it. How many of y'all have stopped doing Swarm Sunday? I'm curious in the chat. Quick poll. How many of y'all have stopped doing Swarm Sunday? Because I'm really debating if it's even worth it anymore for me. So we got 2 people that have stopped, 3 people that still do it. Steven does it if they're bored. Lee has stopped. Now, I can understand people in the 30s doing it, but when you get to like the mid and upper 40s, even the transporter patterns aren't a lot. But it seems like there's quite a few that have stopped. Because that's kind of where I'm at. Like, it's not bad or anything. It's just, it's a lot of work for very little return. And I'm actually going to go throw these in real quick. Thank you, Nightbot, for dropping the merch link if anyone wants to support the channel. Heck Nod takes me about 15 minutes tops to finish. Well, see, killing the 70 hostiles is the one that annoys me. Use your OG Franklin for it. I haven't brought out my OG Franklin in a long time. It's been a long time since I brought the OG out. A long time since I brought the OG out. Mods 46, and I found I've now stopped. Yeah, I mean, again, getting transporter patterns is always good. Like, I'm not complaining about transporter patterns. But you're not getting a ton. You're getting, what, 4,000? So, I mean, sure. Just, is it worth it for you? I was just curious how many actually do it. Curious how many actually do it. I still do it at Ops 45, but I feel every little bit helps if you have time. Yeah, I mean, if I've got nothing, I mean, if I'm streaming and we're doing content together and I've finished everything else, hey, go ahead and start working on it, right? I was just curious how many of just regular players still did their Swarm Sunday, because that's a big thing for a lot of 50 plus. So they don't do it anymore. It's one of the reasons we're trying to get it updated. So, and they've said that is on their list that they're working on. Using the Strange New World officers makes it easy to roll out one time and grind till it's over. I mean, it's not hard to do. It's just time consuming. And I get annoyed by time consuming things now. I'm getting old. You also mine red data? Why do you mine red data? Okay, now I just might think that you're a crazy person. Who mines red data? I can understand green. Hell, I did some green mining last night, as well as some OPC hunting. But mining red data? You're crazy. That's a crazy person. Mining red data. That's wild to me. Absolutely wild. Like, as you can see, I don't know if you can see, I've got 330,000. I do mine the green, but the red? Because the red doesn't really have good returns. Like, there's no really good nodes to sit on. You just have to sit there and babysit really crappy nodes for a long time. So, put over here. Now, let's see. Look at these. Chest. We love getting the chest. Love getting the chest. I pull both recruits every day in the Augment store. Need to max con still. See, Swarm Sunday was the main way that I maxed out con, and that's why I did Swarm Sunday no matter what. It wasn't for the rewards, it was to get con shards. Now that I've maxed him, I have less desire to go after Swarm Sunday. Finding red data and also same age will plus the entire Venus the days of my personal birthday. Hey, Barnabas, happy birthday. Congratulations on making it to 33. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Not going to mine green data anymore. Only use it for indie credits. Can get easier from Borg Refinery. So yeah, you can get it easier from the Borg Refinery, but if you can get more, right? We like more. You can never have too many independent credits. Happy birthday, Barnabas. I would sing, but I can't sing. Maybe the next time we see Beck, we can get Beck to sing you happy birthday. But I can't sing to save my life. So maybe we can get Beck to sing you happy birthday. I am excited for you, though. Happy birthday to you. Only put 1 credits in the Augment faction store. That's literally it. Yeah, I will sometimes still pull the... I'm not this one. I'll sometimes still pull officers to get... Remember, because I've got that transporter pattern that I push everybody to really work on. Oh, we're doing epics now? Oh, what? Yeah, I'll go to that. Yeah, sure. I'll redirect. But yeah, it's anyway, sorry, I got distracted. Quebec sing with 50 mini marshmallows in her mouth, though. I don't think that she can pull that off. But I did enjoy them playing Chubby Bunny yesterday. Husband says you're a nut job for mining red data. I agree with your husband, Pokey. Tell your husband I agree with him. Chicken dance is a Twitch thing. It is. Chicken dance is a Twitch thing. If you want to see chicken dancing, come over to the Twitch side of things. But where is the pesky chicken dance button when you need it? I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. Y'all don't know about Twitch. Y'all can come join us over there where we stream many nights. All right, red data, that's still wild. My board pool is like 660 indie. The green pool is much smaller. It is. But I think anything that you can get that's extra is good. Like, for example, you don't get a lot from Sneaky Backhander. For those that don't know what Sneaky Backhander is, if you go to the Outlaw tree, scroll all the way to the right side, you got this right here. It's expensive to do, costs a crap ton of uncommon, and you get it weekly. Like right now, I'm getting 130 a week. It's not a lot, but hey, every bit adds up. And if I'm going to be doing it anyway, and what I mean by if I'm doing it anyway, I'm going to be doing like leaderboards. I'm going to go ahead and spin the uncommon during a leaderboard like right now, and it's all fun. But I'll take anything that I can get. You can never have too many independent credits. So, you can never have too many independent credits. Is 130 more than you would get otherwise? Exactly. You know, anything that I can do to get one of the hardest to get currencies in the game, I'm going to take the opportunity to do. Because they truly are one of the hardest currencies to do in the game. You need independent credit. I mean, Grush is so important, but Grush eats up a lot of your independent credits, like 46,000. Khan needs them. 5 of 11 needs them. 6 of 11 needs them. Mavery needs them. I mean, there's a lot of very important officers that you have to get those from or for. So, anything that I can do, I'll do. Very boring arc, uninspiring event store, D at best. The event store doesn't get a D for me. The event store is still good. It just doesn't have extras that we were basically promised. But as a whole, this month has been a letdown for me. The events were okay. They weren't necessarily amazing. The payouts for the events didn't give you as much as the last event store. And the officers are very meh. Communication and stability was not as good as it's been before. So, I mean, this month is probably going to get a D grade for me overall, but it's not because of the event store. It's more of other things surrounding the event store. But we'll see. We'll math that out when we do it in our format. And then y'all will get to vote tomorrow. Survey comes out tomorrow morning. Y'all will get to participate as always in the survey. So. Event store got me a D4, so I'm giving it an A+. I mean, cool. If you want to do that, that's fine. I want everybody's opinion, and even if you disagree with my opinion, awesome. It's completely okay. But surprised there are more flash sales in the event store. But there were plenty of flash sales up here for spenders. There's plenty of flash sales. Like right now, they're selling, freaking Lorca. Why are we selling Lorca of all things? That's an odd thing to sell. Really weird sales. Oh, wow. I'm going to go spend $20 for 3 Borg Queen shards. I mean, ooh, that's actually decent uncommon for a $20 pack. I don't really like shaming $20 packs, so, cool on you for $20 packs. Odo special? Jesus. 5 purchases to get Odo. $500 to unlock Odo. That's the cost of Odo. $500. Biggest disappointment was officer sourcing. Yep. I don't know if that's the biggest, but it's definitely a disappointment. So, to me, the only disappointment from the event store was the fact that Scopely asked us what we wanted and then ignored it. Yeah. I mean, that's a big one for me. I'm going to grade them because of that. I'm going to give them a negative grade because of that. I would have rather they not asked than had that happen. Quite literally would have rather not even been asked. So. Oh, you already blew up. Dang. Q is a game changer, Jerome. I wouldn't lie to you, my friend. I'm actually using him right now. Q is a game changer. Odo might end up going the way of Data and having him obtained through away teams is fine. Oh, in time? I wouldn't say it's fine, but in time, I guess that might. I don't like that, though. Like, I'm not rooting for it. But you're right. That could end up being the pattern. But I'm definitely not going to be happy about it. I've been trying to push to get more things added, though. Let me do these pulls real quick. My alliance is always needing these. If they would have asked me what I want in the pay store, my answers would have been different. I'm curious, what would you have asked for in the pay store? What would you have asked for in the pay store? Since you brought it up, I'm curious what you would have asked for. There'll be a few short to unlock you, trying to figure out what I missed in the math. I'm not sure. Not sure. I need to do peace shields. Always need to get my 1-dayers. Anti-hostile crew for the 40s. Pike, Moro, Chin. Same thing it is in the 20s and 30s. Chip parts pack. Faction rep pack. That faction rep bundle is a good one. Build your own. Hey, man. That got suggested years ago and still's never happened, so. I think they're hesitant to do that, and this is me just assuming or guessing. I would say that they don't want to do that because that would reveal what they give a dollar amount to every item. Like, each item has a monetary value. They probably don't want y'all knowing what they see a monetary value for things are. But Hank, how many Fleet Commander shards have you pulled for your second? Because I think I'm at like 55 for Spock. Troll Meat, Savvy is letting Scopely operate as an independent. So, nothing's changing. Ooh, man, these 50s hit hard. Like, I know I'm going to die when I go there, but if I can get rewards, yummy. Man, does it hurt. Those 50s hurt. They hurt a lot. Other games do it and they sell the most? Maybe, but this isn't other games, Exo. This isn't other games. Not really arc related at this point, but as a returning 45 player, the number of solo models needed for a single box is a bit nuts. Cat, I usually don't need multiple solos. I think I need maybe 2. So you might not be punching up as high as they expect you to punch up. And hey, Miss Lisa, how are you doing today? Good to see you. Always good to see you, Miss Lisa. Let me get in here. I need to turn in some resources. Oh my goodness, I'm broke. I don't know if I want to do that much. Ah, screw it. Sure. And really broke on these. Really broke on dilithium. I have to start focusing on dilithium pulls. If I do all of that so I could repair the pylon. Money-wise, FCC is Scopely's second biggest moneymaker. As long as it keeps making money for them, they won't change the monetization. In some months, it's actually the biggest. One thing that is a little misleading is like if you go to public sources for how much they earn, that only counts Google and Apple. Where I'm pretty confident a lot of people have switched to buying from the web store. And we have no idea what that number is. So I wouldn't be surprised if Star Trek Fleet Command is still their #1 earner. Just because we don't know how much they're getting from, you know, the Exela sales. We can only figure out Apple and Google, like estimations. Then a pure officer pack, no frills. Maybe. You're actually feeling good, Dave? That's awesome to hear, Miss Lisa. Your mental health is important to me. 75? Troll me. You're doing really well then. I have not had pulls that good. I'm still trying to get my Spock. He is at 54. I was 1 off. 54. I'm right at a third of the way. Right at a third of the way. It's more of the point that they make a lot on it and won't change something that's working. Correct. What's my swarm crew? I'm just running Strange New World, full synergy. Hank, thank you for gifting a membership to the channel. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Who ends up getting it? Wow. Congrats, Brian Anderson. You are now a member of the channel thanks to Hank. Thank you so much, Hank. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that. You're at 62. So my RNG might be worse than some of y'all in chat. I feel like I'm a little bit behind compared to some of y'all. I'm old. Thank you, Metal. I appreciate it. Thank you. Almost forgot about the tokens for Dill, Trit, and Parsteel from Swarm Sunday. Oh, I never forget about that. That's actually the main research I'm working on right now. Like I'm saving up for is the X-Borg research that makes my biominerals more valuable. This is huge, man. And I can't wait to get to the 15,000 marker. That's literally my next focus. Like I'm really, really wanting that. RNG's as bad as yours. You're at 55. There are also people who are lower, Nick. So I know people who are lower. Hellbot is at 82. That's ridiculous. Yeah, you suck, Hellbot. You suck. Hey, there's transporter patterns. Where do you spend contraband chips? Contraband chips are spent in the the Apex Outlaw event store, and you can do so the contraband is going to be the shiny new ones, and you can spend those on these 2 skins, these salvage skins, or you can do them on like crap, what is it? The hijack ships, which suck. But basically the salvage skins and the Stella skins. You're at 91. Black Scene, you're at 91 free to play on your second Fleet Commander. That is awesome. That's really good. Wait, which one's mine? Purple is mine, right? Like I launched purple? No. Purple's ally. Green's mine. Green's not showing up. What the heck, bro? Why you no work? No, I don't have the Opus Grande screen, Duval. I'm probably going to get it. Oh, well, not even probably. I am going to get it. But no, I don't have it yet. So here, let me go ahead and get 10. I think I'm at like 20 out of 60. The amalgam refit worth it? If you are a hardcore raider, the amalgam refit is good. Like if you do a lot of raiding, the amalgam refit's good. Woo! Currencies, yay! A lot of currencies. All right, go here. My game, I'm gonna go to Fleet Commander tab and try to see my officer progress. The bar is missing. That's weird. I'm assuming you've put in a ticket. Have you heard back? Thought nobody was rating anymore. Hell, I rated yesterday. I might still have a log. I rated last night. Right. Where's it at? Where is it at? It was last night, so. Yeah, right here. Oh, not a big raid, but pulling 300. I mean, I didn't even bother to put a good crew on. Pull like 300 million on load before he ended up shielding. Yeah, but I raided last night. The baby raid, but I still raid. It matters. It matters. Wish there was a faster way to get Kirk. Same. We raided over 12 hours this weekend. Dang, Jay. That's a lot of raiding. How much did you get? How much did you get? Trying to decide where to spend the rest of my loot on, either trait / syndicate XP or Stella skin. Brad, honestly, I would go syndicate XP. Nothing wrong with trade XP either. And Stella skin's also a good choice. You got 3 good choices. So. Can't go wrong with really any of your options. Boop. Cell skin is expensive going through the event store and going through the Apex store, but it does have value. So, oh man, my Defiant went boom. Hopefully, I still won. Did. My poor Defiant got hurt. Apparently, the Armada focused on me, but doesn't matter because I got the mega chest, and the mega chest gave me. Okay. Only 16,000 away from 21 Syndicate. See, Hank, when you say stuff like that, that makes me want to spend all my event store currency on Syndicate. To catch up. Yeah, I don't want to comment on the 2 rare credits, Mihai. But like 21, I'm getting, a greater bonus on my stats, more Grush Shards, which the daily drip doesn't give you anything, but you do get this. So I'll get 80 Grush Shards, which would turn into 32,000 transporter patterns. That's huge. I don't really care about the preset, but Syndicate XP is, even after my video, I'm just sitting here going like, Rev, dump more into it. Rev, dump more into it. Raiding with Horizon is getting boring. Raiding 3 hours and getting just 350 million. Oh, Alda. When you get the amalgam, your world will change. Got to get the amalgam, and that'll rock your world. You got to get the amalgam. You're suckered onto a 56 like a resource leech. How much did you end up getting, EXO? Did you say? That's a lot of rating. I'm debating the whole Stella skin, just got it out of the way. Only spent 10,000 to level Galinar so far. See, I don't even really use Galinar. As someone who needs rep, I don't even use Galinar. He's interesting. I don't think he's a bad officer. Especially when you ROM crack the server well, then amalgam sips are just delicious. Yes. 361 billion? I mean, that's still a lot. I mean, you should be proud of that. That's a lot. Let's check my dailies. Let's see. All the things that we need to do. Freebooters I got to go do. Still got to do freebooters to do my swarms. I'm probably not going to bother with Cloak. Hostile Harbinger I need to do. But I mean, for the most part, we finished almost all of our stuff today. Yeah, see, I don't care about the Borg and Actian loot drop, personally. Like, I never even bother to go use it. But, sort, where's he at? Here he is. This would be like on my second or third ship. Like if I'm rep grinding, that. I mean, this, yeah, it's fine and it's good. And I've talked about it, but yeah, eh, eh. Because I maxed out my cargoes on both ships already. You know, like when I go out my Talios, I basically max out its cargo at like 1.7 million if I'm doing like the 36s. It just takes time. And then I max it out on my Actian grind too. So like that Galinar is good. Just for me personally, I don't use it much. So click this, open these boxes real quick. And more. Yay, 2 more directives. Woohoo. You go for Legacy Beverly? See, Picard Beverly is a solid officer. It's tough to get excited about Picard Beverly. Yeah. Incursion Squad is bored, so we had a party. Noted. I mean, just to give you a reminder, it is coming back. It is coming back. Stranger World Pike, Stranger World Hero 5, and Galinar below decks. I'm on tier 6 Talios with no upgrades yet. I get 15k per hit instead of 8 or 9. Yeah. I'm not saying it doesn't work. Like, it definitely does. I don't take the time to swap out that below. Now, if crew presets would actually take the time to, you know, work below decks, I just might use him more. But until they make it to where those stupid crew presets do more than just the top. Yeah. Good night, Ian. Thank you for hanging out, man. I appreciate you. Try to be more efficient with your time? No, I get it. I 100% get it. It makes total sense. Nothing y'all are saying is wrong. I am not contradicting anything you're saying. I just get annoyed with... Ugh. You know what I mean. Just moving everything around, doing all this stuff. But they continue with the Picard arc. Fenris, anytime we have an event store, that announces the end of an arc. So... we're assuming we have something new this upcoming month. Assuming we have something new this upcoming month. Use Gal on Talios as I'm grinding 46 probes for a shorter run, and with my crew I bring in 1.5 loot per hole. I mean, makes total sense. And honestly, y'all going to end up making me doing it because now I feel like I'm just, you know, being stupid. And now you're going to shame me into actually putting them on there. The only drawback is I got to remember to take them off when I'm done with them. So, Mihai, typically we have a 2-week break when there's 5 Tuesdays in a month. Typically 5 Tuesdays in a month will equate to a 2-week break. Definitely don't save Picard coins, Living Freedom. Spend everything you can. Never save event store currency. Always spend it. TP? What the hell? Oh, it's just a stuck ship. Yay, graphic errors. Voyager arc. I don't expect the Voyager arc to happen until Q3 of this year. I expect Voyager Q3. Wish there was a faction lock at 5 billion. I mean... Sure, but that would be a little easy, honestly. Be interesting to see what they do now that Outlaw is an every Thursday thing. I'm curious what they do between arcs for sure. Like how they make changes to that. Okay. I highly doubt we're going to see any big TV arc fill after the summer. DS9 did not come out to like last August. Yeah, it came out Q3, just like TNG came out the year before. So Q3, Q4, something in there. When I expect it. Do this, and then let's go ahead and put Galinar on. Let's change our officers out. Group. Ahura. Then let's find our Borg. We'll find Galinar. Where you at, buddy? Ship G. You're actually on a ship? Below deck somewhere? What? What? Huh? Okay. Well, won't be doing that hot swap. Okay. For some reason, he's randomly on my miner. I have no clue. I honestly don't know why. I honestly don't. I really have no idea why he's on the miner out getting gas. So we'll have to delay the plan. So yeah, Meridian refit worth picking up. I like it, Mace. I've got the Meridian refit and I like it. Yeah, I do have too many docks, but I also don't have enough docks at the same time. That's the weird problem with this. I have too many docks and not enough docks. Too many docks and not enough at the same time. Both are equally true. Also, upgrade this. Honestly, probably should. Honestly, probably should. All right, y'all about to get hurt. Don't look. Don't look. You're about to get hurt. Avoid your eyes. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do speed ups. I was about to blow the lat just to scare y'all. All right, do this. Come on, stop lagging. Stop lagging. Stupid game. There we go. Tier 8 Franklin. When you get to 1 bill lock, should you dual grind the other Fed ROM to 1 billion or focus one? Gregory, I would dual, but that's me. I'm always going to be a dual fan. That's just what I prefer. But if you're trying to do it the quickest way is to do it single. The quickest way is to do it single. But I'm always going to push towards dual. That's just what I prefer. It's what I believe is the best, general course of action. So I'm basically always going to say dual. Odo in a bucket. Got a Odo in a bucket. Sarcastic Kirk. Number 1, which is a adorable kit. We got the Borg Q. Borg food. Oh man, I really hate that I don't have Locutus though. I like Locutus. That's a good one. Man, and I don't have the Picard facepalm either. I know these things are stupid and I know they don't actually do anything, but I still wish I had them. Still wish I had them. I do a reverse duel, I'll lock one, then duel the other two. Well, that's what he was asking, Brad, if that's what he should do. And I'm always going to generally recommend dual grinding. It's just, that's my style. Is it advisable to grind a 1 bill rep at 39? To me, no, it's not. Me, no, it's not. It's not. All right, y'all. We are at our hour-and-a-half mark. I'm going to wrap up, and I will let y'all know in the Discord. If y'all haven't joined already, join our Discord. I might do a bonus stream tonight. We did last Sunday. We've been doing Diablo 3 for the first time. I've never played Diablo before in my life. We've been playing it on Twitch as well as our Star Trek Fleet Command. If you want to check that out, come join us here on the Discord. I am going to wrap up for the day. You can still hit me up on Facebook or Discord, our Facebook page or the Discord page. If you have questions, if you need help, happy to help. We're going to wrap up here for the day. Thank you to those who donated. It really means a lot. Appreciate you three. That is absolutely incredible. Y'all hit the like button on the way out. Liking the videos helps out channels tremendously. Leave comments. All that really does help out. Tomorrow, we'll have our grading. Tomorrow for this month. And then that also means you need to help. So if you hear the sound of my voice, I'm going to need your help tomorrow with grading. Make sure you share it with your alliance, your server, etc. And then they've really been enjoying that up at the Overlords. I know we've been really upset with how they did things this month, but in general, it has been better. So hopefully we can get them right back on that track that they're trying to get away from. Appreciate y'all. Live long and prosper. Stay safe out there. Deuces, that's me. Catch you on the next one. Out.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your house.